Hello, everyone, and welcome to or back to the road to 162. We are 6 games into the season, and the Orioles are sitting at 3-3 and third in the AL East. We started at Camden Yards against the Twins, and Trevor Rogers is continuing to look like his 2025 self, and it is refreshing to see a bona fide ace to finally lead the Orioles rotation. We needed his performance because Game 1 was a dogfight. The bats stayed quiet throughout, apart from a sac fly from Colton Cowser and an RBI single from Blaze Alexander. Brian Helsley was lights out in the ninth as he came out to close an opening day win. Game 2 was overall the same as Game 1 with a quiet offense and some lackluster pitching. Well, Game 1 didn't have lackluster pitching, but Kyle Bradish, he tossed 3 scoreless, but then in the 4th inning he started to unravel. He got the first out, but then a single and then a throw-in error by Adley Rutschman got a runner on second, and then the Orioles ended up losing that game 4-1. Game 3, the rubber match on Sunday, was a wild ride. Shane Baz had his Orioles debut after signing the extension before ever throwing an Orioles pitch. In the 2nd inning, he got rocked, giving up 4 runs in just the 1 inning. He settled down after that and tossed 3 scoreless afterwards. And now our offense woke up with a massive comeback that honestly was very reminiscent of the 2023 Orioles. Down 4-0 in the 4th inning, Tyler O'Neill crushed one down the left field line for a 3-run bomb that completely shifted the momentum in the Orioles' favor. And then in the 6th, with O'Neill on third and Kobe Mayo on second after a double, Dylan Beavers came up and smashed a double of his own into right field that brought both runners home. Then in the 7th, Royce Lewis for the Twins hit a game-tying home run that seemed to switch the momentum into the favor for the Twins. However, the Birds hit back. Taylor Ward led with a walk, followed by Gunnar Henderson with a walk of his own, and Pete Alonso got his first RBI as an Oriole when he blooped a slider into shallow center field for a 2-run single, followed by Adley Rutschman and Kobe Mayo with RBIs of their own to put us up 8-5 for a series win. Moving on to the Rangers series, we started with Chris Bassett taking the ball. In his Orioles debut, he only threw 4.1 innings. He got rocked hard, throwing 100 pitches, giving up 4 runs, all of which were earned, along with 4 walks. The Orioles lost this game despite Gunnar getting his first home run of the year. Game 2 was another bad day for the Orioles. Zach Eflin was cruising, giving up only 1 run through 4 innings. And then in the 4th inning, he left after throwing an awkward pitch that was only about 70 miles an hour. It later came out that he left the game with elbow soreness, which is never good and never wanted. Pete Alonso, however, did get his first Orioles home run in this game. That didn't help much as the Orioles still lost. Wednesday was another gem from Trevor Rogers. He took the mound and tossed 6.2 scoreless innings. Sorry, not 6.2 innings. 6 strong innings with 2 runs allowed. That's my mistake. And some electric pitching, especially in the 4th when he escaped a bases-loaded jam. This time the bats had his back, though. Samuel Basallo and Dylan Beavers both hit their first home runs of the year, along with Taylor Ward getting the score and started on the 2nd. He stayed hot coming off of his 4-hit game. And how about Leo Taveras going up against his former team with a 2-run double of his own and a couple other hits to throw in there. And, of course, the historic ending where Samuel Basallo became the first catcher in MLB history to have a walk-off challenge where a ball was overcalled to a strike 3. Refreshing to see the Birds finally having some momentum, especially after a wild game like that. Now we're heading into Pittsburgh today for a series against the Pirates. Connor Griffin is going to be making his MLB debut, 19-year-old phenom with terrific bat speed, honestly. The Orioles are looking to have another good series. Kyle Bradish will be taking the mound, and I will be live streaming the game. I'm not very good at recording videos like this. I prefer live streaming in a way. So if you want to come and hang out and join me on the road to 162 and watch me grow as a broadcaster and commentator, come ahead and join my live stream. I'll see you guys there.